Welcome to the Fanboys Central Podcast, the place to get your weekly dose of nerd-fueled conversation and whatever else we feel like talking about. Get yourself a nice cold beverage and get ready for the show. And now, here are your hosts, Adam, Jake, and Ash.
Hello and welcome back to Fanboys Central Podcast. I'm Ash, Adam, and Jake. How you doing, boys?
I'm fine, thank you, mate.
You all right, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Keeping, trying to stay entertained during this lockdown, this isolation. How are you guys doing, dealing with it all?
You go, Jake. You go.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I've dealt with things better. I mean, now you said lockdown. I've got the song "City on Lockdown." You know.
Oh
god. What is that song called? But,
it's Blue. No, it's not Blue.
But what's
Is it
the name
Blue?
of the song? Yeah,
Oh.
I got the city on lockdown.
I feel like
Low
our
ride.
aren't the same if we don't have a
Flyby.
little sing
It's
along.
called Flyby.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a well good song, mate. That's a well good song.
It's
Have you-
been stuck in my head.
Speaking about that song, have you ever heard because there's two versions of that song. There's an original version, and there's like the version, the radio edited version that I think everyone's heard. But there's an actual original version which got like some horrible trumpet in the background. It's horrendous. It's like the same. This is the same song, but it's got like a horrible trumpet going with the song in the background. I'll have to show you guys later. But if you never heard the original version, check it out because it's horrendous. It's not great. It's not great.
The trumpet one's not a banger.
No, the trumpet one is horrendous. It's really bad. Like if you compare it to the actual song. See, we've already gone on a random tangent, and we're only 2 minutes
guys, in. We've definitely got far too much time on our hands at the moment. I think this is something that we definitely look forward to doing every week. It gives us a bit of normality, doesn't it?
Yeah. It keeps us in a routine of some kind. Really, it's just a shame we can't get together as we always do. It's a shame.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get back into the studio once all of this is done. And obviously, Adam, you've done a nice little studio tour for one of our videos.
Yeah, we uploaded that a few days ago.
If you haven't seen that, go and check it out.
Yeah, just go check it out. It's what I've been doing to keep myself busy, to keep myself sane during all this. It's kept me busy, but at the same time, I end up moving it around every 5 minutes because I've got nothing else to do and thinking I can make it look better.
There'll be a new one next week.
There'll be a new one next week.
Well, Adam, you when you did your lightsaber video, you were saying that you couldn't do the old lightsaber twirl. Now that you've had the time, have you perfected that yet?
I haven't, mate. No, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, it's been on the shelf. I've not touched it. I don't want to look like a geek in the garden because that's the only place I've got space in this house. And twirling lightsabers around, I think the neighbours are going to think, what the hell's this guy up to? I look like Star Wars kid.
They'll look out the window and they'll be like, have I woken up in the wrong era or something? Have I woken up in a galaxy far, far away?
Maybe. Or they'll think, why is this fat kid swinging a lightsaber around like that? What's it? Star Wars kid on YouTube.
He's just got a giant glow stick in his kitchen.
It's like some sort of tribute act.
UK Star Wars kid. Because I think he was American.
Oh, well, anyway, boys, what have we been doing during isolation then? Have you got any film recommendations for me? I know obviously you was on about Joker for quite a while. I finally watched it. It was a good film. What have you guys been watching?
I've been rewatching since Disney Plus came out. Disney Plus came out at the perfect time, really, for this all to kind of when all this kicked off.
Almost too perfect.
Almost too. Disney is behind it all. It's all down to Disney, bastards. No, but I've been keeping busy watching. I've been rewatching the MCU because they've got all the movies in timeline. Although they don't have the Spider-Man movies, which I noticed. I don't know.
Yeah, I was.
Don't know what's going on there.
Them the other day.
Because Disney now own Fox, and so it's
no. So Sony is like the child. Like Spider-Man is the child of divorced parents.
It's the bastard child, is it?
Yeah, it's the sort of the child that they don't know what to do with them anymore. Like I don't think Marvel have total rights to Spider-Man.
I know, it's weird because I was looking forward to watching Far From Home because I've only watched it once, so I was looking forward to watching that again. But hopefully eventually we'll get on there when they sort things out. It's just a shame. But yeah, I'm up to Doctor Strange at the moment. I started watching them religiously for like every day. I watch a film every morning while I was working. And then I got to Doctor Strange and I thought, I can't really be arsed with this one. And I've just stopped. But I don't want to like cut that one out because I want to stick to the timeline. I don't want to miss any.
So you didn't want to just skip Doctor Strange. You wanted to just take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I just need to. I need to find the thing within me to watch it because it's a good film, but it's just I don't know something about that film. I liked it, but it's not it's not got a lot of rewatchability for me.
Are you doing it? Have I watched High School Musical? No. No. Have I watched Mrs. Waverly Place? Yes. Have I watched Sweet Life with Zack and Cody? Yes. Have I watched Winnie the Pooh's Adventures? Yes.
Have you watched Christopher Robin yet?
I have not, but
very good film to be fair.
This is why I tell you why I've been watching Winnie the Pooh at about 3 o'clock in the morning. There was an episode when I was a child where Christopher Robin got asked to tidy his room, right?
Right.
So Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger, and the rabbit. What's his name? His name.
Not the rabbit. Is it the? Oh, no. Are you on about? No, there's Eeyore, who's the donkey.
No. There's a rabbit. I'm gonna call him Rabbit.
Can't remember what it's called.
They all help him tidy Christopher Robin's bed, right? They tidy Christopher Robin's bedroom,
right?
And they chuck everything under his bed, right? And then Winnie the Pooh and all that get kidnapped.
Okay. They get kidnapped.
The monsters. They get kidnapped by the monsters.
Oh,
under
by
the bed,
is it the monsters under the bed? What do they call the monsters in that show? Oh, what do they call them?
I can't remember what they were called, but it was like the green blubbery thing.
You realise the rabbit is literally just called Rabbit,
right?
You do know that Winnie the Pooh isn't even on our list of things to talk about, but we were on to Winnie the fucking Pooh somehow.
Yeah, you know.
But this episode scarred me as a child, and it still scars me to this day. Just like the Tigger movie made me cry, and it still made me cry. Disney Plus ruined my life.
Dry your eyes, mate. You'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've tried sticking away from Disney Plus because I've watched pretty much everything. Not everything, but I've watched quite a bit on there. So it's back to Netflix for me.
Yeah, I've been rewatching Community. Well, we both have, haven't we? Because
well, you mentioned it to me the other day. I'm watching it through for the first time now.
It's such a good series, man.
It is good.
It was on Netflix originally, and then it went off for a while, didn't it? It's only just come back.
This could only mean one thing: 6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah. I'm hoping the movie. I've not watched season 6 yet. I think I stopped on season 5 because I think originally that's where Netflix went up to, and then it went off, and then they brought it back with season 6. Yeah, they brought it back with season 6.
Is all of it on Netflix now? Then
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
six seasons in a movie, even though the movie's not there yet. One day.
Maybe.
What are we saying, guys? Recommendation for our viewers to watch?
What Community? Yes. Definitely, 100%. Yeah. It's got very good humour, good cast, and it's just awesome. It's witty comedy and it's smart comedy, a bit like Rick and Morty. Very smart comedy. You
want to watch if you don't want to watch the whole series, just watch the Dungeons and Dragons episodes. You'll be sorted.
Yeah, and the paintball episodes as well. That's how I got into it. There's a mate of mine. He was raving about it, and he said, "You need to watch these paintball episodes." And I think we watched the 2. I think there's 3 in total, but I think we watched 2 of them, and I was like hooked on the series then. So.
Because I think there's one in the first
I know
series.
I've got paintball and Dungeons and Dragons to go for then.
Yeah, they're like the best episodes because they just take it so seriously, and it's like a movie. The paintball episodes, especially, they're awesome.
The two-parter episode.
Yeah.
Where Pierce has got a fort.
Yeah, awesome, mate.
Incredible.
Ash, you've got a lot to come. You've got a lot to come. It's so good.
All right, let's not ruin it for me or our viewers anymore.
No. Highly recommend. Chevy Chase is in it from National Lampoon. And he's hilarious. He's my favourite character in the whole series. He's absolutely hilarious.
Ken Jeong from the Hangover films.
Yeah, and this is the series that if you ever see the meme where he goes "huh, gay," so that's the series that it comes from. So that's what that means.
I'm just waiting for that episode. As soon as you told me that meme was from this show, I was like, yeah, I've got to give that a watch.
Yeah, man.
So that's the episode I'm looking forward to.
It's got who else has got in it?
It's got that woman from Drake and Josh.
Childish Gambino, yeah, Donald Glover. The woman from Drake and Josh,
theatre manager from Drake and Josh, yeah.
And she was in Avengers Endgame as well, if I remember rightly.
She was.
She had a little cameo in there, didn't she?
4 of them have had cameos in Marvel films.
They have Ken Jeong was in the Avengers Endgame as well. He was the guy when Scott Lang came out of the band.
Abed was in Winter Soldier.
He was, yeah. He was one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. guys, wasn't he?
And if you guys I know we're going to go on a bit of community tangent at the moment, but have you seen the episode where Abed talks about Cougar Town?
No. I vaguely remember it, but I can't really remember what context it was in.
No spoilers.
All right, I'm just gonna. This is something you'd have to research, so it's not a spoiler.
Every time.
In an episode where Abed talks about watching Cougar Town and he gets invited to be on set, if you watch a certain episode of Cougar Town, Abed is in the background, and it is honestly the best thing ever because they don't even bring it up.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Think about Cougar Town. Cougar Town is set in the same universe as Scrubs. Did you know that?
So, but it's weird because they talk about Scrubs not being as good after Series 9 in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
If Scrubs does exist within the Community universe, is it on the darkest timeline? Is it like where does it exist? Is Scrubs in the darkest universe?
I'm with you because we're kind of going into spoiler territory now, so we're going a bit.
We're stopping spoilers. We know what Jake's like. He can't resist. Keep his mouth shut once he gets started.
To be fair, he's been very good recently over the spoilers, but I feel like
because he knows he's on strike too.
Yeah, we did say to him he could have a little bit of a. If he kept his mouth shut for a little bit, then he could bring some spoilers back eventually. But I don't think not yet, Jake. You've got about another 100 episodes to go before.
Not quite yet.
100 episodes.
But I was like, apart from films, obviously we're all big gamers as well.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, me and you, Mello, we've been playing quite a bit with some mutual friends.
Yes.
So I'll go to Jake first. What have you been playing, mate?
Too much, mate. Too much. So I have PlayStation now, and I switch games like it's no man's problem. I've gone from Resident Evil 4, which is an amazing game, by the way.
Yep.
Terrifyingly good. To Rayman Legends, which is a quality platformer. Sniper Elite 4.
Awesome game. That's the one where you can kill Hitler in it.
Yeah. And you shoot him in the testicle, he's only got one.
Yeah.
That's quality. What else have I been playing lately? I keep going back to Doom Eternal, obviously, because it's such a sick game.
You've been playing some Animal Crossing.
There was new DLC for it as well, weren't there?
What, Doom Eternal?
I'm sure there's been some free DLC for Doom Eternal.
Oh, I fucking don't know, because I haven't played it.
Let me have a look while you're talking.
But what else? And then jumping onto the Switch, Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, and playing it again.
Yeah. Animal Crossing, you've been playing, haven't you?
Pardon?
You've been playing Animal Crossing?
I kind of got bored of it, to be honest. Like, it's nearly as boring as real life is at the moment.
I have never played an Animal Crossing game.
Yeah, that was the first one I've ever played.
So I don't know what
a little bit,
because everybody raves about it, especially this new one that's just come out. Everyone's like, that's the reason why people are buying so many Switches. I've never played it, so I don't know what it's about. I have played a game called Stardew Valley. Is it anything like that?
It's similar to. It's more like Harvest Moon. No, not like. I think Stardew Valley is more like Harvest Moon than Animal Crossing.
Okay, well I've never played Harvest Moon either, so I don't get the reference. But Stardew Valley, if that's anything to go off, I struggled with that game. It's one of those games. It's quite good. I like the theme where it was like a sprite and a bit like Terraria. If you ever played that. Yeah,
Terraria and shit. Ignore me. Sorry. Continue.
Sorry, I was just looking it up. It's Doom Eternal's next event, Series 2, has begun, and it allows you to dress up like a hipster demon. So it's Doom Eternal got online capabilities then, so it's probably to do with that then. I
fucking suck at it, so it's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, it'll be to do with that then.
I've got no skills when it comes to online games. No skills.
Well, talking about online games, that's what me and Ash have been doing over the past 4 weeks now. Ash, are we into the lockdown? Is it 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, you've got yourself into Fortnite.
Well, you were already in there.
Sold out.
I sold out, mate. I did say to myself, I'm never going to be that type of guy or type of, because I thought it was a kids game. But to be fair, it's actually really addictive.
It is literally every day we're getting messages. Anyone want to go on Fortnite?
I love
Anyone
it, mate.
fancy playing a bit of Fortnite?
It's addictive. It's easy. It's one of those games that you can just sit back and play and chill out.
Yeah.
It is quite competitive and it's quite hard. The building aspect of it is the bit that I really struggle with, as you know, because when it gets down to the nitty-gritty...
You wanted to make the jump to PUBG, didn't you?
Yeah, because there's no building in that, and I think that'd be better. I like the combat side of it.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's like I said, the building is the bit that puts me off because I suck at it. We're always in this. We've had a few victory royales, but we've not had as many as we should have done because it gets down to the nitty gritty. We always get down with at least the top 3 or 4. Usually, that's probably our average. I'd say top 4 at least, or top 5.
We're not bragging, by the way.
No, we're not bragging because we should be winning. But it gets down to like the really good people at the end of the match, and they're like super builders. I can't keep up with it, you know.
You should play it on Switch. You paired up with mobile players and Switch players. And the average age of a Switch player is about 3, so you should be all right.
Well, I don't know, because I still think.
Well, the average age of it in this chat is 23.
Yeah, that's true. We've got 20 years on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been playing a lot of Fortnite. We've been playing a lot of GTA 5 because that's been quite good.
Really got back into GTA. It's been. I'll tell you what, this lockdown has been like it's rolled back the years a little bit.
It makes us feel like we're 16 again, doesn't it?
Yeah, like late nights and like drinking energy drinks, staying up all night, playing Xbox. It's quality.
It's pretty awesome. It will be sad when it goes back to normal because everyone just goes back to work like properly. A lot of us are still working, but everyone goes back to work and back to normal routines, and then you will just kind of lose it. But then at the same time, that means we can start going out socialising, going to the pub again, which I think we can all agree with missed the pub. I know I've missed the pub. It's going to be
a mad weekend when this lockdown ends.
Yeah, there was a meme I saw where it was like people just flooding out of houses and streets. And yeah, crazy. It's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be like all of a sudden we're all going to be allowed to go back to the pub again. I think there's going to be like some sort of transition period.
Oh yeah, 100%. I read earlier that pubs are going to be one of the last sort of things to reopen. They think.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Really, ends. Pubs and clubs they're one of the most, I suppose, where people are most at risk, aren't they? To kind of because people, everyone's drinking, swiping people's drinks, and it
doesn't mean that we can all get together and have a drink at someone's house though instead.
Yeah, which is never the end of the world. We always
which would be nice.
Well, it also means that we can get back together and do the podcast, which is what we're most excited about.
Yes. I thought that was a given. I thought that was why we didn't mention it.
Oh, well, there you go, mate. There you go. But I've been watching. I'll go back to. So I kind of missed out something that I've been watching. So as you can tell by my image behind me, I've been watching a lot of the Tiger King. I don't know if you guys have watched it.
I watched like 4 episodes. I kind of dropped off because I was like, nah.
I think it's definitely overrated. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. Definitely overrated. Carol Baskin, that bitch. I think she's the reason this whole coronavirus happened.
Obviously, she just woke up one morning and she thought, fuck shit up today.
She's the reason. Carol Baskin, she's the reason for everything.
I feel like I need to watch it just so I understand what everyone's saying about Carol Baskin.
The only good episode in there that I'd actually watch is there's an episode where it goes on about Carol Baskin and the kind of conspiracy behind it. Because there's a conspiracy that she killed her first husband.
I've been seeing it all.
Yeah. So that's the only actual really good episode. There's other bits that are interesting, but that's the one that I was like, oh, this is really good. But the rest of it was just mediocre.
I mean, I tell you what we should do at some point. If we get really bored, we should recreate a Joe Exotic music video.
Oh god, this means I'm definitely going to have to watch it now.
Yeah. It's really good, mate. Joe Exotic, who's this guy?
Yeah.
This guy.
That's the one.
There we go.
This guy here. That he's crazy guy.
We should probably explain for our audio listeners that Adam's got a picture of what's his name,
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic with cuddling a tiger.
Yeah, that's my virtual background. We've all got virtual backgrounds today, haven't we?
We have. I think. Jake, where are you?
John Ash, guess where I am.
Well, I know where you are. You said it earlier.
Oh yeah, you were here. I'm in Bob's Burgers.
You're in Bob's Burgers.
And you're in the Simpsons.
I'm in the Simpsons living room.
Yeah. Very, very different themes we've all gone for. I mean, I didn't really get the memo that we were going for, cartoons. So I kind of went with Joe Exotic here. But, you should have told me I'd put myself in like Peter Griffin's living room or something.
Well, I just picked something other than Harry Potter for a week.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
we all need a break from that crap, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Right, now that it's getting insulting on Harry Potter, I'm quickly steering that away.
We should do a podcast where we just insult Harry Potter for an hour.
Oh no, because we just have segues every 5 seconds.
I will not be a part of that podcast, just saying now.
The Segway King will be on his, in his prime. Like one of those episodes. We did one of those episodes.
We'd have like a debate team sort of thing. So, like, you versus me, why it's bad, why it's good.
No, we'll let you get
Would there be no debate? It'd be the roast of Harry Potter. I don't care.
Let's do an Astro Island roast, I reckon.
Right, yeah, I'm feeling personally offended now, so we're definitely going away from that.
Any films? Any films?
I've not watched. Well, other than the stuff on Disney Plus, I've not watched anything really.
I've been watching Star Wars through.
Oh, okay.
So I watched New Hope 2 days ago.
If anyone watched our Star Wars movie ranking episode, you'll know that Ash rated A New Hope. I think he tried to rate it like 8th or 7th or something.
Yeah, I tried to rate it pretty low.
He tried to rate it pretty low, which me and Jake were not happy with, and we overruled him.
I've got a bit more of an appreciation for it after watching it, but I still wouldn't put it too high up.
Would you still put Revenge of the Sith higher?
Well, he wanted Revenge of the Sith as number 1.
Which is fucking mental.
I love Revenge of the Sith.
I don't mind it. I won't say I love it. I like it.
Right, this is turning into the Roast of Ashley podcast. You've asked me for what films I'm watching. I'm trying to say what films I'm watching, and I'm being slated.
Well, there's the quote for the episode, for the title of the episode, the Ashley Dryland Roast.
Oh dear God! No, because that means it's got to carry on throughout the rest of it.
No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. We'll move swiftly away from it. Go on, give us a segue.
I'll have a quick little segue. Obviously, we were talking about GTA. We're very, very limited on news recently, but we have had one little teeny bit of news.
I guess it's news, yeah. It's
a little bit of news.
We don't know if it's guaranteed or if it's. I think it's legit. I think it was a leak from somebody that the GTA 6 is in the development.
It was a leak. It's then been taken back. As of yesterday, it was taken back. But I think once you say something like that, you can't really take it back.
It must be in development, surely. The GTA 5 came out 7 years ago, 2013. So there's no way. What have they been? I know there were people developing Red Dead, but there's all different departments of Rockstar, because you got Rockstar North, Rockstar East, I believe. There's one there's Edinburgh, I think. I think that's where the GTA guys do the GTA 5 guys developments from Edinburgh. I think I could be totally wrong on that. I'm just kind of going from brief memory, but I could be totally wrong.
I'd love to see a GTA based in London. I think that'd be sick.
Been there, done that, mate.
Yeah. No, yeah, but that was on shitty pixelation and whatever. It was always going to be crap.
PC. I remember playing that on the PC.
Yeah, they need to do it for the new gen. Imagine driving around London in
that would be pretty cool. To be fair,
it would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why they've not done. Why they just stick to America? They don't. I can't believe they've not gone to because we're in Red Dead. They go to Guarma, which is it's like a jungle sort of place, and it's really different to what Rockstar ever really done. So it was a nice change. There's not an awful lot you could do in a jungle, obviously.
I don't know. Even playing Just Cause.
Yeah, but Rockstar's gameplay and the way they do things, it's a bit different. And they go for the realism, don't they? So I think there'd be not an awful lot to do really, because obviously with GTA and Red Dead, you've got a lot. I suppose in GTA more now, because GTA have gone ridiculous now with flying cars and shit, which is not realistic. They've gone a bit more like the Saints Row. They've gone down that avenue, haven't they? Really. So I wonder what GTA 6 is going to be like.
They needed to do something to keep it interesting, though. It came out in 2013. They need to add new stuff to it.
Yeah, they've turned it into basically Tron now, and they've got Tron bikes and flying cars, the Batmobile. It's crazy. I went on I've not played GTA in years, and we started playing it again. I got it on the Game Pass, and we started playing it, and the first 5 minutes I got killed by 2 guys on a flying motorbike, and I was like, what the fuck is this game? What has happened to it? Crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty much the GTA life right there.
Yeah.
But,
I've never really enjoyed GTA since San Andreas, to be honest with you. Really? I'm going to be open. GTA 4 bored me. GTA 5 also bored me. The thing is, that Rockstar haven't made a decent, in my opinion, apart from Red Dead 2, I don't think Rockstar's made a really decent game since Bully.
That's right, mate. You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
There you go. I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I love open world games, and I think Rockstar are they're at the pinnacle of it. So I think GTA 6 could be really good. If they go off, if they take things from Red Dead, there's certain things that I wouldn't have included, because Red Dead was also a bit of a loot simulator sort of thing, because you had to go around and loot everything. I didn't really like that aspect of it. I find that sort of thing boring. But I do like the open world, and it was the most realistic game, Red Dead 2. So to take that sort of aspect of it, put it into GTA 6, and then come up with some new stuff as well, and add a lot of new stuff, and with obviously next gen graphics, I think it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think we established when we were saying our favourite games over the years. I think it was like about a month ago.
Yeah.
Jake doesn't enjoy open world gaming, so
apart from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, obviously,
it's no surprise that he doesn't like GTA.
Yeah, it's no surprise. But what would you guys, from playing past games, because I don't know whether they're going to definitely go into a whole, doing a whole new setting, because obviously GTA 5 was like a rehash of San Andreas, really, because you had the same, you have other than Las Venturas, which was Vegas, they had obviously Mount Chiliad, Los Santos, that was all from the original San Andreas game.
Yeah.
Obviously updated graphics and stuff like that, but do you reckon you would want like a revisit to sort of Vice City and that sort of theme, or a whole new place that we've never seen before? What would you want to do?
I'd like a whole new place, but if they are going to rehash something, Vice City would be pretty cool.
Definitely. I'd say Vice City is up there in one of the best GTA games. I think other than San Andreas, they're the top two. I would like to go back to Vice City and have it like Miami and sort of drug themed. Because
Jake's already shaking his head.
Vice City was based on Scarface, wasn't it? So it was pretty fucking awesome. Tommy Vercetti.
I'm getting flashbacks from playing Vice City. If you remember the drone mission.
Yeah, man. Fucking horrendous. Horrendous mission.
Fucking...
Really?
Is that the one with the train mission as well?
No. The trains.
That was San Andreas.
Yeah, catch a damn train,
CJ.
No, but there's a drone mission where you have to fly this little... It's like a helicopter, isn't it? It's like a little helicopter. And
it's really... construction zone. Oh, mate, I hate every second of that.
I remember it.
Really hard mission. But yeah, I would like to go back to Vice City, but maybe not as a GTA 6. Maybe it's like a GTA standalone expansion game sort of thing, yeah. Or maybe you visit there in GTA 6 and you go there for like a couple of missions. That would be nice, but as like a little nod to it. But I'd like a whole new setting. GTA London would be pretty cool. But they like having the big open world and different, all like more than just one set location. So having like 3 separate cities in one map, and it's hard to, other than London, you're not going to have like London,
but I feel like
Manchester.
It wouldn't be too difficult to do the UK in general.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I just don't think there's a lot of people other than people from the UK asking for it. I think there's a lot of people from America that would much prefer them to try different states than go to... People don't want to be driving around Manchester, do they? Imagine people driving around Manchester and flying fucking motorbikes and stuff. It'd be a very strange game. It'd be pretty cool, don't get me wrong.
I'd just love to take a flying motorbike over Anfield. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some open world, like, London-based games, and I can't think of any.
There's Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Syndicate, yeah. I suppose.
But that was old-time London, so it wasn't really modern. There's not many modern-day London games, is there, or anything like that?
You've got Forza is Scotland, and that's
Scotland, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
You got Plane Simulator where you can pretty much go to anywhere and fly over anywhere. But I think there's that how does it work? Because they don't code all those games. Do they use like GPS and stuff like that? I imagine that must be how they do it with Plane Simulator.
It would take too long to code it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but something like how Google Maps do it, I guess. And how they kind of turn 3D buildings with satellites and stuff like that. I imagine that's the same sort of technology.
There's quite a few games that are, I'm just looking it up now. There's quite a few games that are based in London, but
you got Vampire.
They're all quite old games.
Never played Vampire.
No, I started playing it the other day. I couldn't get through it before I got a bit bored.
I'm assuming you just play as a vampire. Is it an open world game or is it just?
Yeah. Sort of. It's like semi-open world.
Okay, I don't know what that
means. I'm looking now. Literally every game that was like in London was before the year 2000.
It's weird, isn't it?
Well, you've got the Getaway, the Italian Job.
It's like an untapped sauce. What are game developers doing? Come on, guys.
Zombie U.
Was that on the Wii U?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember seeing adverts and stuff for that game.
It was for the Wii U, wasn't it? And then every time you have to make your character survive the longest, and every time your character died, that's it. End of.
Yeah.
Wii U. Whatever
happened to that?
At the Olympic 2012 games.
Never played
That's
that.
good,
I remember.
Never played Mario and Sonic.
No, I remember playing Olympic games. I remember track and field. Fucking hell. Oh, horrendous. I remember having it on the PS2, but my brothers, we all had like these sort of like game mats that you could play with, and they were like, do you know when you go to an arcade and you go on one of those dance machines? It's got like the arrows. It's got and it was like one of those mats, but you could play it with the Olympic game, and mate, you could do the running, but you had to like proper fucking run on these mats. It was crazy. I was only very young, but I do remember my brothers playing that and me not really having a fucking clue what was going on.
It's a workout in itself. That is, we could do with that during the isolation.
Yeah, we could do. I'm not really. What we're meant to do having at least an hour exercise per day.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done an hour in the total. I've not even accumulated an hour worth of exercise within the whole month we've currently been in lockdown.
I've done Beat Saber. That's about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You love a bit of Beat Saber, don't you?
I wouldn't mind that.
Talk about the Wii U. What the hell ever happened to the Wii U? I never even had one, and I don't even remember anyone I know ever having one.
No,
it was like a really obscure console. I never saw the point of it.
Yeah,
it's like obviously it seems like a prototype for the Switch in ways.
Yeah, did Mario Kart 8 that first came out on the Wii U, didn't it? Before it then got ported over. Yeah. Oh, Jake, your camera's just gone off. Oh no, it's back. Okay, yeah. So yeah, GTA 6. Look forward to it, but that'll be on next gen. And going into next gen consoles, another bit of news we've got is about the PS5 controller. Now that came out about a week or two ago, I think. The first look at the PS5 controller. I do have some images here. Let me just switch to the right thing.
I saw a meme of this. It's a Family Guy meme.
Go on.
Where it's an episode where it's like a Noah's Ark episode.
Okay.
And it's got an elephant on the right with an elephant and a penguin, with the Xbox controller as the elephant and the penguin as the PS4 controller, and then like another penguin on the left with an elephant's head with the PS5 controller, and it's just Noah in the middle, just going, "What the hell is this?"
I don't know what to make of it.
It literally
really
looks like they've had a baby. It looks cool though.
I like it.
I prefer. I've got pictures up on the screen here for people who are watching on the YouTube version. I've got both pictures. So I've got the white version, which was first released, and then people put pictures of the black version on. I much prefer the black version. Now I think we've all seen both types of both colours, haven't we? I think
the black one's not official. So.
Is the black one not official?
No. The only one that's official is the white one. That is literally the only one they have at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, I imagine that's what the black one will.
To be fair,
I don't know, man. I know the black one's not official, but chances are that's what it's going to look like because it's just going to be black. So I like the look. I like the white futuristic look of that. It looks a bit like R2-D2 if it was a controller. Because it's got like the white, blue.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
It does look pretty cool. Very futuristic. And it's going to be... I really like the DualShock on the PS4. So if it's just as good... The handles look a bit more stretched out and arched. So I don't know how it's going to feel. It looks a bit more like
an Xbox controller, I think.
Yeah, they're trying to go down that route, which is fair enough, because I think the Xbox controller, out of all the controllers, is the one that's like I'd say the best one that they've ever done.
It's the comfiest to hold.
Yeah. But there has been some crazy controllers over time.
Like he agrees.
Cool, you obviously never held a Nintendo 64 controller.
I've held a Nintendo
vaguely
64
remember
controller.
It's awful.
But I never had a Nintendo 64. I played on them. I had friends that had one and played on it, but I never had one. I never had enough experience on it, really. I never had enough time. We were a PlayStation family, so we had the PS1, PS2. We did have the GameCube, though.
I remember the GameCube controller. PlayStation.
Yeah.
That one.
Awesome game console.
GameCube was great.
Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, the controllers look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's obviously with everything going on, we are a bit strapped for news at the moment. So GTA 6, the PS5 controller, the one thing that has been released literally, I think in the last day that we're recording this, is the new Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox One X edition.
Yes. Let me switch to that one. I'll get the images for that as well.
That's console and controller. That is.
So I've got on the screen. I've got the picture of the controller, and then of the console and the controller, like the bundle you get.
All right, cool.
So
obviously, we've both seen it. Obviously, Melly, you can see it now. I can see it as well.
Yep.
Jake, you've seen it as well. What's your first thoughts?
Sexy.
Yeah, I like it. I've not really researched much into the Cyberpunk game itself. I know Keanu Reeves in it. But other than that, I've not seen any gameplay or anything. I don't really know much about the game. So tell me a bit about the game.
I've watched some gameplay because it's game of the year, I reckon.
Well,
apart from Halo.
I'm guessing it's Cyberpunk themed, so it's going to have that sort of theme into it. But other than that, what's the game about? Is it a free-roam game? Is it like a first-person shooter? What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's first-person open world.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's by CD Projekt Red, who did The Witcher.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite an ambitious game because obviously they're saying that the DLC for Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be just as big, if not bigger, than The Witcher 3's DLCs.
Wow, and those DLCs were
those
massive.
Are incredible.
Yeah, they were really good, to be fair.
Incredibly long, but incredible.
Yeah, but the main game was incredibly long as well.
I read something that apparently they've made it so that if you wanted to, you could complete this game without shooting a single bullet. So
that doesn't sound fun.
It for like the story.
That sounds like the most dullest game going.
It sounds like a speedrunner's dream, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm imagining is that through stealth and stuff like that then?
Yeah. That'll be stealth and decisions that you make and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think obviously since they sort of announced that Keanu Reeves was going to be making a bit of a cameo in it, I think
he's a full character in it.
Oh, is he a full character?
Not just a cameo, no.
Is he the main character?
I've done it wrong.
Is he the guy? No, he's not the guy you play as, or the girl you play as.
He plays like Johnny Silverhands or something like that.
Okay.
And he's like
Silverhands.
He's like the equivalent to Cortana.
Oh. What? Okay. Cortana from what? From
Halo.
Oh, I was going to say, do you mean Cortana from the PC Microsoft Windows? The most useless fucking thing going that nobody uses. I'm guessing they must have called Cortana because obviously Microsoft and Xbox and stuff, and Xbox Halo being a exclusive to Xbox. I guess they got that name from Halo. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm assuming they did.
Conspiracy.
Maybe.
But yeah, Jake, you were right. He's Johnny Silverhands.
Oh, is that what his name is? He's actually called Johnny Silverhands.
Yeah. So CD Projekt Red dropped a bomb, so introducing that to Keanu Reeves as a non-playable character in Cyberpunk 2077.
Did you not see the E3 announcement for it?
I saw because I know Keanu Reeves did the presentation, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, the one where Keanu Reeves sort of turned around and just went like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, you're beautiful. That one.
yeah, I did see that, but I didn't know anything about the game, so I watched it. I thought that's pretty cool, but didn't really take any notice of it because it's not the first time he's been in the game. He was in Fortnite, wasn't he? You can play him as you can play John Wick.
Yeah, he was level 100 in the first battle pass that came out.
That's crazy. I remember because last week we were playing Fortnite and we got killed by a team of 4 John Wicks. Absolutely destroyed by 4 John Wicks.
We got wrecked a little bit by them.
Talking about playable characters, they've now got a Deadpool on Fortnite, haven't they? Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, you get a normal Deadpool without a mask, and Deadpool in a white suit as well.
It's like a white greyish in it.
Yeah,
it looks white,
cool.
and then when you actually
like the X-Force costume, X-Force.
Yes, it is the X-Force costume. That's what it is.
Because they brought out X-Force characters as well.
You can play
Domino,
Psylocke,
Psylocke, and
Cable.
That's the one.
And Cable, look, I want to buy it to be fair, but it's so expensive. You can't just unlock them. You can unlock Deadpool, but to get the rest of the X-Force, it's like what? It's like 30 quid or something like that.
Yeah,
it's about 3,000 V-Bucks, which works out about 30 quid.
Like that.
Yeah, no way.
Jake, I hate to break your heart, mate, but in reading this Cyberpunk 2077, you cannot romance Keanu Reeves' character.
Gutted. Fuming, because I would make love to that man like it was no tomorrow.
Well,
he's such a sexual being, isn't he?
So it's just, there you go.
Planning on having like pretty much
there's the quote of the episode. He's such a Keanu Reeves is such a sexual being.
He is though. Like, you got to admit,
he is a pretty awesome guy. He is pretty.
If someone laid, like, said, "Here's Keanu Reeves, what are you gonna do with him?"
I'd say I'll go out for a pint with him. I won't shag him. I'll take him out for a pint. Your first initial reaction is, I'm going to shag him.
I'll take him for a drink first.
Take him for a drink first, yeah. Yeah, not just go straight in, mate.
Dine him, are you?
Buy him a drink first.
Yeah, I had many questions to ask him.
Take him to Wetherspoons, that's where I'd take him.
Well, I mean, he'd think, I could say, look, this is a classy establishment. Walk into a nice Wetherspoons, and he'd be like, he wouldn't know any different.
No, he wouldn't. He'd probably love it.
Being American, yeah, I think he'd be well on that.
Yeah, it'd just be like an old English pub to him, wouldn't it? This is just thinking that Keanu's never been to England and never been in a pub before. I'm sure he's done it many a time.
Most likely.
Most likely. Anyway, if we're ever going to get to a pinnacle of this podcast, fuck what we say that Galaxy's Edge is going to be like. That's where we aim. Where we're aiming is we're going to get Keanu Reeves on this podcast, and we're going to take him out for a pint. We're going to do the podcast from Wetherspoons with Keanu Reeves, drinking beer. That's
I'm glad that
that's where we're
that's
where we're aiming.
Goals.
That's the aim for this podcast right there. We've got high expectations.
If you're listening,
Keanu, if you're listening, mate.
We do have an American viewer.
Hook us up. You never know. I think we have. I checked the other day. We're hitting all sorts of weird places. I think we've hit about 3 different places in America now.
France as well.
Yeah, France. We do have a concurring listener from France as well. I don't know who it is, but yeah.
Bonjour,
mes amis.
Just some random Donny in France.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Spread the word, Frenchman or Frenchwoman.
We're taking over the world.
Maybe they heard my story about my French exam.
Maybe they did. Maybe that was the way. Maybe he actually hates us because I'm sure he did the French accent as well.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way. Maybe we start doing Spanish and we might hit Spain as well.
Is that the way we hit each country? We just start impersonating the accents.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm sure with your Yoda impression, you might have hit some sort of country at some point.
I don't know what you're on about, mate.
Oh, we can't be doing impressions. We're going to be starting World War III with how bad they are.
No, we can't do impressions. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with my Yoda impression. If my impression was going to hit anywhere, it'd be a galaxy far, far away. All right. My best pal Yoda.
Your best pal.
God. Anyway, I said I think it was either the last podcast or the podcast before that I'm never doing a Yoda impression ever again. It's over. It's never happening again.
That's all right. We've got the recording of it now. Jake's probably watched it a couple 100 times.
It's in the archives. People can listen to it if they want to listen to it. Go back, listen to the third, because it was only like the 3rd podcast. I think it was episode 3.
Something like that.
So fans can go back and listen to it.
Hold on. Would you make this promise? If we hit 100 subscribers,
yes,
would you do the entire podcast in a Yoda voice?
Well, that's a long time. That's gonna hurt my throat, mate. But
right, you have to. We will paint your face green.
Okay.
Get your ears, and you have to do a 5-minute dialogue of Yoda.
What do you want? Actual from Star Wars?
We'll get to that point.
Okay. We'll write you something. We'll write you something.
All right, I agree to that. I agree to that. For 100 subscribers. Okay.
Right, okay. For those that are watching from day 1, look forward to that one.
We'll get there at about day 300.
Yeah, something like that. As long as we hit it before a year, I think we'll be happy.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It will be nice to eventually hit 100 subscribers, but it also will be nice to. We've already hit 100 downloads, but I think the next goal is 1,000 downloads.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty awesome. There's lots of goals to hit because we're on lots of different platforms. Because obviously we've got YouTube that we want to what we want it to do well, and we want that to keep getting better and better. But we're also got the audio version that we want people to be downloading and listening to as well. So we've got many fingers in many pies.
Nicely. That was. I don't know why. I just had like a really weird thought, but yeah,
that's a way to say it. But yeah, I think we've kind of hit everything we wanted to talk about today, haven't we? So
yeah, I think we've got to that point where if we keep talking now, we're literally just going to be rambling on.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with a bit of a ramble, and we have done a bit of rambling in this episode, but we've hit about 45 minutes, and
that's not bad.
It's been a good episode. I've enjoyed it. There's not been an awful lot to talk about in terms of news and stuff, but I think we've done all right. We've done all right, boys.
I mean, we've definitely got a lot of ideas that we want to do.
Yeah,
which is nice. Like we've got the time to think about video ideas and podcast ideas and things like that. So hopefully, as of now, it's not going to be as much of a waffle sesh.
No.
Obviously, Adam, you sorted us out a nice little intro.
Oh yes, we forgot to mention that.
We haven't mentioned it. I thought I'd mention it before we have the outro as well.
yeah, we got a nice little intro that we funded some guy to do for us, and we're very happy with it. And it turned out pretty awesome. So we hope you enjoyed the little intro you get, and we'll have a little.
Please let us know what you all think, guys.
Yeah, you'll have a little. You'll get to see listen to the outro in a second when we wrap up. But yeah, Ash, do you want to do the wrap up since you did the intro?
Yeah, it's not going to be as long this time. Nope. Obviously, usually we'll be plugging socials, but I'll leave that nice little taster for you. But no, thank you very much for watching, for listening, however you're tuning in to us. I know we have a lot of fun with it, but join us again next week, I suppose.
You shall, next Wednesday. See you guys next week.
See you later.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Fanboys Central Podcast. You can find a new episode of this podcast every Wednesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and most of the other main podcasting platforms. You can also find the video version on YouTube by searching for Fanboys Central. Hook up with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook by searching for Fanboys Central. We look forward to having you back next week.